Hey guys,
welcome back to our channel. Guys, we're back on another video. Today we're going to be doing one of the highly requested video ever since we started YouTube.
It's a very due video.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't even know why it took, well, I know why it took so long to make this video. So we're just gonna dive into it. Today we're going to be doing a traditional wedding story time. It's gonna be like a story time because we don't actually have like the video clip. This is the, let's just tell the main reason, right? We moved, and I think in the process of moving we lost the wedding video. It's not lost, it's going to be somewhere in our storage, but we cannot find it currently. So we thought, since you guys are asking a lot, we're just going to do like a story time, but we're going to be telling the story with pictures because obviously we have pictures. So
yeah, and I don't mind because there's some really ridiculous dance move of me.
That you don't want to...
I'm kind of happy that she's gone. We stick to pictures, that's fine with me. I don't know what I was doing.
So we're just gonna show you guys pictures along the story. Before we start this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, make sure your notification is turned on, and make sure you're following us on our social media. Those names are gonna be down below. And if you want to see or hear the rest of our story, definitely keep watching.
So where to begin? When was it?
I think we had our wedding, if I still remember, on the December 28, 2013.
Right, yes, it was December.
Yeah, it was in December.
I was nervous.
Yeah, you started.
I'm just saying, like, this was the first time for me going to Nigeria and immediately going through the traditional wedding, right? It is crazy for me. Yeah.
And for me, it was also I was very also nervous because that was the first time me going back to Nigeria after leaving Nigeria for like 9 years. So for us, it's 9 years. It's like I don't know nothing anymore about that country. So for me, it was like I'm going back also for like the first time just as Giuseppe. So everything for us was very, very new and very, very confusing. So that's what made this story even more like interesting. Yeah. So should I start and then you like feeling? Yeah. Okay, so basically we decided to go back home in 2013 to do like an introduction that Giuseppe wants to like spend the rest of his life with me. So that's what we did. So we went, and we literally went, and we had only 2 weeks to like prepare for a wedding. 2 weeks. I was like, Mom, how are we ever going to make this happen in 2 weeks? We have families all over Nigeria. How are you gonna get those people? Like, Nigerians, they're like, you cannot even rely on them like when you tell them time and date. So I'm like, how are we gonna get everybody to be in one place? And my main concern was, I'm from Delta State, and I wasn't feeling comfortable at that time, at that year, to bring Giuseppe to Delta State because we live in Lagos. And I wanted to do my traditional wedding in Lagos, but obviously the elders of the family from my dad's side, they were like, no, you are the first granddaughter. Out of courtesy, out of culture, we would want the husband who want to marry you to come all the way to Delta State. And I'm just being honest as it is, I wasn't feeling comfortable enough, I wasn't feeling it safe enough for him, and I really didn't want to risk it. Anyway, so that was finally everything kind of came together. They kind of decided, okay, it's fine, we're going to do it, and we're gonna do it in Lagos. So the location was like set free. We're gonna do it at my place. Everything was okay, and we started preparing and just preparing everything. So moving forward to the actual day itself, that's the story that we're about to tell. So like a day before the wedding, do you want to tell them what happened? The night before the wedding. The evening before the wedding.
Well, so the evening was kind of like, the day was going and everything, we were just busy arranging stuff. All of a sudden, her mom received a phone call from one of her uncles. And basically what I understood from it, and there was a whole yelling and cursing and crying going on. So I was
doing the crying.
I was like, what's going on? Did somebody like, you know, what happened? I was just sitting there and I was hearing everybody going crazy. I was like, what's going on? And I asked her, like, what's wrong? And then she started explaining to me that my
grandpa, so the eldest of the family,
decided
that
it was not okay for a woman to do it in a mother's house.
Yeah.
it should be in a elderly, fatherly side house. That's
Yeah.
where the traditional wedding should take place.
Yeah.
So basically the message was, if you guys not doing it in our place, the wedding's off.
There will be no wedding. So basically,
That was the evening before the wedding.
Yeah.
Guys,
That's,
we were like, the wedding's off.
came to a compromise. So we're like, okay, we're going to do the bride price at my dad's side of the family, and then the party and the after party is going to be done at my mom's side of the family.
Yeah, so they had a location, but it was a little bit outside of Lagos, so we'll get to that later. But it was outside of Lagos, and so we chose two venues, and they spoke a lot in the evening, and they came to a compromise, which was great. So the thing was still going on, but it was already middle of the night. It was 2 o'clock or something that day that they were still discussing, and we had to wake up at.
We had to wake up at 5 in the morning because now we have this is a time we didn't plan it, so they decided to do the bride price at 9 in the morning. 9 in the morning at another side of Lagos.
Lagos is huge.
My makeup artist I couldn't reach because obviously I already booked her for like 1 in the afternoon because I thought that was when everything was going to play. So I was so angry. I didn't have a makeup artist. I didn't even have an outfit for this traditional bride price because it wasn't planned. So my auntie had to go into her closet and pick up an attire, which we're gonna put pictures here so you guys can see what I mean. That was improvised. That was never a part of the attire. And you can
Mine too.
Yours, Giuseppe was wearing a freaking button-down shirt.
A button-down shirt with a traditional under. It looked good though. I mean,
it didn't look bad.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow, he's so full of himself.
Just joking.
But anyways,
it was funny. Yeah, you showed me the pictures, right?
Yeah, put them so you can see. Yeah. So we're about to head out. Literally, I was so angry and crying. I was gonna look so ugly at my wedding because I'm obviously have to do my makeup myself. But I was so lucky. We're about to step in the car and someone was knocking at the gate, and it was my makeup artist. Yeah. She made it. I was like, oh my god.
Made it in time. You sent her a few messages, right?
Thank God.
Yeah. The drive for me, that drive there in the morning. I'm used to eating in the morning, right? So that morning I was so stressed, like, oh, what do I do? And all the women, they all cling together on these kind of wedding days, you know, because they all want to eat. So I was just sitting in the bedroom, like, what's going on? I came downstairs. I was thinking I'm gonna get my coffee and breakfast. Basically, I walked downstairs and like in the car. What? In the car. We have to leave now. We're late because we drove for an hour and a half.
It was such a rough drive.
It was like we were rushing, and the roads in Nigeria were like we are cramped in the car. I didn't eat anything. I was like tired because we went to bed so late. It was such emotional in the evening before. I was like already drained. At 7 in the morning, and the day still needed to begin.
Oh God.
Basically, when we arrived there, everything started immediately.
Yeah, you didn't even have time. You're like, I was more nervous because obviously his friends couldn't make it that morning because it was just too early, because they all lived so far apart, so we couldn't get everybody to meet up. Yeah. So he had to do the whole traditional part of it without his friends.
Yeah, so when you arrived there, the tradition said like they do it like this, right? So like from back in the days, one family meet the other family. So when we got there, the family was already waiting for us outside on the table. And basically they brought her immediately to the back.
Yeah,
because that's what they do.
I couldn't see Giuseppe anymore.
The whole process is without her. So we got there, and I was also with so many people of us, and all of a sudden she was gone, and I had to sit there, and I was just sitting in between all these
Obviously,
people.
You had my
Luckily,
stepdad.
I had this stepdad which was sitting next to me, who guided me through everything, which I was very thankful, because everybody was speaking the local language. So I was just sitting there smiling, and I was like, oh, and we're eating. I was so hungry, but there was definitely no food coming yet.
No, I was really nervous for him because I was like, oh my God, my poor baby is more happy that my stepdad was with him because I trust my stepdad. But see, I was always asking, my mom, go check what's happening with Giuseppe, what's happening? Because I couldn't see him for like hours.
When we arrived there, I sat on the table, and then some kind of negotiation started, right? Traditionally between one family and another. Some traditional speech like we welcome you. There's some gifts being exchanged on the table, and there was like an hour of talk, an hour or something of talk where I did not understand a word. I was just sitting on the table like, okay. okay. Everybody's looking at me like, okay. I'm just saying like, that's all good. So after an hour, there was like some gifts, and all of a sudden there was a bottle of alcohol in a glass. One glass and a bottle of alcohol. I'm like, okay, whatever. So there was already started. Somebody poured the drink in one glass, and one person drank it, and then the cup went to the next person. Right, it went around the whole table. One glass, one cup. Everybody get to drink, and it came to me, and it was schnapps.
Yeah, schnapps.
Kind of like a very 40% very strong alcohol, and the glass was not like a shot. It was like full glass, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Empty stomach.
Empty stomach. I was already like, oh, and I had to like cook that drink. Oh my god, that drink hit me like.
He was out.
After 5 minutes, I was just normally I was sitting there like, After 5 minutes, I was like, I was just starting to move by myself. Oh my god. At a certain point, I didn't understand the game. What the tradition is to. At a certain point, they pretend that the person has 3 or 4 daughters, and they brought a girl, and they said like, "Is this the girl you want to marry?" And I was like, "No, this is not her." "Oh, so we have to go back, but I have to pay them to go and bring the girl back because they live very far away." It was kind of like a
role playing.
Role playing. It was so cool, and then like. A guy came, he's like, "Yeah, sorry, there was some trouble along the way," which was fake, of course.
The car broke down.
We need another 100 naira to get the car fixed, otherwise they cannot bring the girl from the village. I'm like, oh, so we have to pay again. And then waited, and then another girl came and was like, "No, this is not her. This is not the one I want to marry, right?" So again, money. But it was pennies, but it's just about the process. So at a certain point of time, they brought her, right? And then we started talking about money, bride price. We started discussing. At a certain point, the elderly in the family said like, "Okay, I agree. Congratulations, you can now marry our daughter."
Yeah, so basically after that we came out, we did the whole traditional rites and everything. I'm gonna put a picture, maybe you can show them. I'm gonna insert them because I cannot really see it from here. So I'm gonna put a picture when I was kneeling and giving Giuseppe the drink, and we had to share like a cola nut, and Giuseppe had to pay the money. But anyways, after that, that was like everything moved fast. We're gonna put pictures now so you can see. We took pictures, the whole thing was done, and then we head back to my mom's side for the party.
The attire I was wearing for the traditional, I had an attire for the afternoon, so I was wearing that attire. And when she came out after 3 hours, we went outside, and everybody was welcoming us, and there was a booth like where the bride and the groom are sitting, and it was in the middle of the sun, right? The sun was right on us. And we had to stand there for 2.5 hours because everybody wants to make pictures. I was wearing 3 layers of clothes. Alright, it was 40 degrees. Alright, I was standing there for 2.5 hours in the straight sun. I started like seeing.
You started seeing birds.
It was a point of time. I almost like.
No, at one point I looked at Giuseppe. I was like, I'll call my mom because obviously I couldn't just walk out. My mom has to feel like, "Mom, I think we need a break. We need to go inside and like take at least, even if it's 15 minutes break, because Giuseppe's about to fall down." Like he was
my back was dripping.
He was dripping like from
it was so
sweat.
hot that day. Wow.
It was crazy.
In the evening around 12.
Yeah, we went. It was like an after party, and then we had to change again. We're also gonna put pictures, so we changed into like a more like casual outfits, and then we literally just danced the night away. We were like there till like 3 o'clock to maybe 2 in the morning, just dancing with families and friends. Conclude, that was our traditional wedding, and yeah, it was stressful. It was a lot of unprepared and unpredicted things happened, but we're happy that we did it right, and I'm more happy that he did it with me. And I'm so much respect for him, because he proved to me that he truly cares, and he is the most open-minded person I've ever seen. Like He was so open-minded. He never one day made fun of all the things that were said. Sometimes I hear the things people say, I'm like, seriously? But he was like, it's okay, that's your tradition, it's fine, we're gonna do it the way they say they want it. So I'm like, I gained a lot of respect for him more after that trip, and I think that trip also made our relationship even more stronger. After that trip,
for sure,
it was like we were like,
it's a deep experience.
It was more because right?
Yeah, for sure,
definitely. So yeah, that's do you want to add any more, something else?
No, for me it was also like a very, like I already said, a beautiful thing to do. And I'm happy I did it. It was not easy. I really had to go through a lot of new experiences, but I thought it was beautiful and I learned a lot. Bride price and culture and everything is important, I think. I don't think it should go lost. So whoever is marrying Zuri needs to do the same to me.
Period.
I had to go through it, so whoever you want to marry Zuri.
Period.
You need to go through
You
stuff.
is paying bride price. Period.
Not alone paying that. We're gonna go make some new traditions.
Mixed
traditions. We need to mix up the Italian with
Nigerian and
with the
Dutch. We're gonna come up with our own tradition.
Yes.
But may you know, you paying bride price, so get ready.
So you know.
So you know. But anyways, guys, that was the story time of.
If you have any questions about the traditional wedding, maybe we left some part. It's a bit while ago.
Yeah, 2013 is a long time ago.
If there's any questions, just ask.
Yeah.
Just ask, and we're gonna post a lot of pictures because they're really fun to see.
Yeah, definitely. So make sure you follow. We're gonna put, like I said, we're gonna put some pictures, but we're also gonna put a lot of pictures now on our. Like, we haven't really shared that much on Instagram as well. So we're going to be putting few on Instagram. So make sure you follow us on Instagram. We're going to put our Instagram name here. Follow us on Instagram and also follow us on Facebook. And make sure you subscribe, like I always say. And make sure your notification is turned on so you don't miss out any more videos from us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
keep watching because we're going to put some pictures after this as well. Slideshow. So keep watching.
So yeah, that's the video for today. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you guys in our next video. Toodles.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, na, yeah. It's body baby, oh, na, yeah. It's your happy day, it's your wedding day. Make we celebrate, oh, make we celebrate, oh. To make you dance, and make you move, make you dance, and make you move. Ibadi lulu. Gangan Ìbàdí ẹ̀lùlù jẹ́jẹ́ Ìbàdí ẹ̀lùlù gangan Ìbàdí ẹ̀lùlù jẹ́jẹ́. So I go give you daughter, she go call you mommy, and she go call me daddy, and we go call her baby, oh.